Oh, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Hadesing of Isaac. Look, the name's not great. Maybe I'll come up with a better name by the time I release this video. But this is the roguelite Hades. We're going to be using Hades to get items in Isaac today. We're going to finish the first floor, and whatever our HP divided by 4 is at the end of the first floor is going to be the number of items that we get in the dang old Binding of Isaac for our run. Let's talk a little bit about Hades. This is a newer roguelite that has come out. It reminds me a lot of Enter the Gungeon meets Dead Cells. The combat in this game is so good, and I'm going to try to demonstrate that to you right now. So you have a basic attack that is your sword, and you can see it's kind of a three-pronged system attack. But then on top of that, you also have what is your cast, which is a right-click, and the cast is kind of a longer range boy that you can throw, and you get a certain number of them. So right now I have 3 because I've upgraded my character a good amount. But then this enemy takes my cast until I kill him. So once I kill him, I get my cast back, and I can use them again, which is pretty cool. Now, the benefit of Hades here is the fact that there's a bunch of different ways to kind of play the game. These are different weapons. So right now we have the sword, but there's also the spear, which is another attack that is completely different than the sword. So now we have this spin attack when I hold down my my left click. I also have this throw that allows me to spear enemies and then pull it back and hit them again. And this makes for a really, really fun way to clear rooms. You also have the shield, which is you can do a basic bash with the shield, but you can also defend. This blocks enemy shots, and then you can kind of do a bull rush at them. And you can also chuck the shield just to do some damage a la Captain America style. Feels really, really good. And then finally we have the bow, which allows you to just do some basic shooting shots as well as a volley shot. I don't care for the bow as much, and I am going to use the shield for my run here. But the fact that all 4 of these weapons kind of have their own attacks and styles, it really proves how much time they spent on the weapons in this game. So these are keepsakes. You can think of them as like trinkets that you're adding to your run. I only have 2 of them currently, so it's a little bit of an easy decision to pick which ones I want. But I'm going to do this one, which starts me with 150 gold when I go into my run. So then you can go into your run, and there's a decent amount of lore in Hades as well. If you're into a hello, what is going on here? This is new to me, so don't mind me right now. But if you are someone that enjoys lore in your roguelites, then this is absolutely the game for you. So immediately we're going to get a nice upgrade here. My dash attack deals 50% damage in a larger area. Sure, my bull rush charges faster but doesn't knock enemies away. Or my bull rush gains a power shot that deals plus 300% damage. Power shot is I have to release with proper timing. So let's see. I don't know when the proper timing is. I would assume that I hit it right there. Because that completely wiped the enemies in this room. But when you clear each room in Hades, you end up with a door at the end. And that door tells you what items you're going to receive in that next room that you are in. Which is a really interesting way to create a form of strategy in your run. And kind of a strategy in a roguelite that is not a strategic roguelite. So like right now we only have one choice, so we will take the lightning bolt, which is going to be a call from Zeus. Hades as a whole is a roguelite that features you as Zagreus, which is the character we are playing as. And Zagreus is a son of Hades who is trying to escape from the underworld to live in Olympus, where the rest of the Greek gods are. So you kind of play as Zagreus trying to escape the underworld, and you meet up with a bunch of mythological creatures along the way here. So let's see here. We got the electric shot. So my cast is a burst of chain lightning that bounces between foes. That's normally really, really good. I enjoy this one a lot. Or my call makes lightning strike. I'm going to go with my cast, dude. And we're going to see how that goes. So right now we get a choice. We can take either these gems or these purple things. Both of them help me to upgrade things for my character. So I'm just going to take these. Don't worry too much about that. You'll pick up on what all that means if you watch my series on Hades or if you check out the game for yourself. Now, sadly, I will say this is likely going to be one of my last Hades videos that I do for at least a little while. I want to check out the game once it's a little bit more full. It is still in early access, but wholeheartedly, I genuinely believe that this game is one of the most polished games that I've played in a while, and definitely one of the most polished roguelites that I've played in a while. You know me, I love me a good roguelite, but lately there's been, it's kind of an oversaturated market, and I haven't cared for a lot of the newer ones that have come out, especially this style, you know. So this is a shop here, and I mean, for what we're doing, buying maximum life is absolutely a good idea. We could end up having like 1 billion items going into the Isaac run. We might have to readjust. I thought that divide by 4 was going to be pretty good, but maybe that's a little much here. So after slaying a foe, your attack or special deals more damage. Could be good. My dash creates a blade rift. Now blade rifts are pretty cool, but that's pretty low damage on it. Let's do after slaying a foe, we get some more damage, and we'll see how that goes. So this is another Zeus that we're going to be getting. And I've found that stacking multiple effects from the same god is pretty beneficial towards your run. So this is one of those scenarios where we probably just want to handle these guys at range because they are pretty annoying to handle, and they like to jump around, and that makes our lives a little bit more difficult here to actually hit them. But that's okay. But anyway, Hades is a very, very good and promising game in the roguelite industry. I look forward to seeing what kind of their next stages are with this game, if they have any, you know, other major design changes that they intend on taking. But I don't think that it needs to, right? I think that Jolted. Enemies, victims' next attack self-inflicts lightning damage that harms nearby foes. Let's take the lightning strike. So now when we hit things, it's going to do lightning damage, which sounds sick as hell. But the cool thing about Hades is it combines kind of the style of roguelite that I enjoy, which is the top-down shooter style, you know, the Isaacs, the Enter the Gungeons. It reminds me more of Enter the Gungeon than Isaac, just because of how you have the dash and you have kind of the similar combat style as before. Dude, the lightning damage is pretty good, man. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm feeling, but it feels quite damn good. This is a shop right here that we can grab. So I'm going to go with upgrade. Oh, I don't have any money, dude. I don't have any money. So I'm going to take the pomegranate. Pomegranate is for power. So we're going to get some extra power going forward. And that's just going to increase our damage, which is... hey, look, you've probably played a roguelite before. Extra damage is pretty good in these games, in case you were curious. So we'll get some extra damage moving forward here, and hopefully that will lead us to have some massive success on this run. It's already looking good. This run is very, very strong, and hopefully will allow us to kill the first floor boss with relative ease. Okay, dude, let's make the damage on our cast even better here. 60 to 96. That's like a 33% increase or something stupid like that. 50% increase, actually, now that I think about it. So that healed us up a little bit. We'll happily heal up because we could still lose a lot of HP on this run, and that's going to put us into a predicament when we need to get items from Isaac. So the best part about the shield, dude, I mean, it can legitimately block any damage that is thrown at you. Oh, I just increased the max life again, dude. Oh, baby. we're at 100. We could end up with like 25 items on this Isaac run if I keep with the same things, and we end up with flawless health by the end of this. But that is pretty unlikely. I don't think that I will be spawning into the Isaac run with 25 items, just for fairly obvious reasons, right? That's a little bit too strong, even for me, on an Isaac run. But I love Hades. The first thing that I kind of noticed with this game was the combat style. With the unique items that it has, where each one is kind of handcrafted to be good. I will not do an extra trial, thanks for asking. But all the weapons are kind of handcrafted in this game, and it gives them all really, really fascinating gameplay style. Like, the combat feels so smooth in this game that you can just feel the time that the devs spent on it. And it reminds me a lot of Dead Cells in that respect. It's just the game has all of the other things, like, it fixes on a lot of the other things that Dead Cells does that I'm not a huge fan of. Which, you know, a roguelite with this good of combat, that still is following kind of the better, at least in my opinion, the better algorithms for roguelites. It makes me really excited to see where the future of this game goes. It is still in early access. I just want to continue to reiterate that, so it will go through more and more changes as time goes on. So this restores life, but dude, the power though, right? The power. Our cast gains another 30 damage. We're gonna reach the point where our cast is just going to body entire rooms. So this is the first floor boss, who is Meg. I have heard that there are other bosses in the game on the first floor besides her, but I have not found them, which tells me that you likely have to unlock them, and I have not unlocked them quite yet. So we will get blocked. Thank you. Get blocked. We're already doing a number on her, which is a good place for me to be in for sure, because I want to do the maximum amount of damage. This is her hush attack is what I call it. We want to make sure we block that as much as possible. Do not hit me, or else I'm going to hit you back, and it's going to hit you harder. But the combat's just so smooth, man. Easily some of the best combat I've played in a roguelite since Dead Cells, to be honest. That was kind of the last big one that I played where I was like, damn, this combat just feels so good on these runs. So I highly recommend checking out this game. Like I said, I'm going to be ending my series on it for at least a short while the game continues to upgrade and improve and make its way out of early access. But the game, in its current state, is pretty complete, dude. I mean, it's honestly, it's very well made in its current state. So we have 65 health. It's not, I mean, that's not amazing, to be honest. We were at 100, so we're back down to a little bit lower. This attack is sometimes difficult to get away from, because you gotta dodge it. Dude, she is so close to dead. She is dead, dude. Okay, we did fantastic. The furries have been vanquished, and that's what you love to see. Okay, so we had 65 health. That means that we are going to get 65 divided by 4, 16 items on our Isaac run. I'm gonna do us one better. We're gonna go by 5 instead. So 65 divided by 5 is 13. Hey, let's go 65 divided by 6, dude, which is going to be a nice balmy 10 items, 10.8. We'll round it up to 11. We'll get 11 items on our Isaac run. We'll probably be cruising a little bit. We're gonna play as the Lost for that Isaac run, since Greek gods, kind of ghostly figures. It'll make it look all happy, peachy, hunky-dory. I'm going to catch you guys in the run. I'll see you there enjoy my Hades series that we've been posting. It's a good time. I'll catch you in Isaac. Alrighty, here we are in the Binding O Isaac. Hopefully you enjoyed that Hades. We're going to do a Lost run, but we get the beautiful nature of just giving ourselves 11 items from the treasure pool immediately. To be fair, these aren't the greatest of items in the universe. Max's tail is pretty good. Bloody Lust is obviously pretty okay. That's not even Bloody Lust, that's anemic, dude, which is actually straight up useless. Dead Sea Scrolls also useless. This was kind of bad, to be honest, but that's okay. VQ, G7, QV, WL. We'll see how we do, right? Although our damage is surprisingly okay. So maybe that will work out in our favor on this one. For those of you that have not taken part in a Olexa of Isaac video before, allow me to explain the rules to you. In the Of Isaac series, we are allowed to take one boss room item or 2 item room items over the course of the run. Besides that, all shops, all devil deals are fair game. Any items you find just chilling in the floor are fair game, but you're just restricted on those item rooms and boss rooms for getting your super improvements on the run. You got to kind of depend on the items that you got from the Of Isaac challenge, which today was, of course, Hades. So we are going to check out the item room and make sure it's not one we want. Box of Wires is pretty fun as a whole. I enjoy that item, and you know what? Because we're chilling, I will take Box of Wires. This run is good enough that I can feel good about taking a little bit of fun and seeing what happens. I don't know why this guy's going towards this broken poop, man. Seems a little bit strange, like there is a secret crawl space hiding underneath that poop or something. Here's the secret room. I do like Yo Listen, as it is a highly valuable utility item. I also could have saved a bomb there and just used my Samson's Ball and Chains, but that's okay, dude. That's okay. We got plenty of bombs early on in this run. I don't need to lose sleep over not having appropriate usage of these bombs early on. Feels good to be back doing an Of Isaac. Surprisingly enough, I actually have another one of these planned for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get that recorded in time. They act as good wrap-ups to fun series because they let you guys know about series that are going on in the channel, which tends to be beneficial for all people, because you know I've had many times where an Of Isaac is done and somebody goes, "Oh my God, this game looks awesome. Thanks for showing me it, and I hope to buy this in the nearby future. Check it out, etc., etc." That's like literally what I want to do with these series. It's a ton of fun letting you guys know about fun games, and then you taking the time to check them out on my channel. It's kind of just a win-win for me, right? There's no denying that. Obviously, Isaac kind of pulls in the, okay, we will not take that. We cannot take that, to be fair, because of the restrictions of the Of Isaac series. But it's no lie. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't use Isaac as a way to bring in people that want to watch Isaac to then talk about other things that I have, you know, an ulterior motive of playing Isaac for. And obviously, today, it's, you know, I want to check out, let you guys see more about Hades, which is an incredible new game that's out on the market. But it's also good to use Isaac as a medium for a lot of things. It's a very moldable game, and that's something that I've talked about a lot in previous Of Isaacs, but with the debug console, it's so easy to make custom challenges in this game. It's just a very moldable game. I will take Pop as well, dude. So we've taken our 2 items, and to be fair, they're not amazing items, but what they provide us is a pretty fun run. These are items that are not normally used, right? So we can get a pretty interesting and fun run. Now, we are going to want to get a few like damage upgrades and tier upgrades, and hopefully we can get those just from devil deals and things of that sort. But, you know, we have the fun synergies here. We just want to get the actual good upgrades now for this run to really take off. That fly just absolutely murdered him. So Devil Deal, show me the money. Dude, absolutely Meat Cleaver is a good time. So we now have electric pop cleavers. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be an experience that I am happy to be a part of. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more just about like the roguelite scene right now, right? Hades is a special game for me, and that's because it's no lie. I check out a lot of roguelite games, and many people don't understand, but I get sent at least like a game a day, normally like 2 to 5 games a day, and they can be anything from, hey, check out this AAA game that AAA is probably a little bit big for someone like me, but you know, it could be a game like a Slay the Spire, right? Who the devs were kind enough to give me Slay the Spire when that game first came out, you know, 3 years ago or whatever it was. It can be games like that end up being absolute hits and are insanely good, or I can end up with games like, well, I'm not going to say names, but I could get an email from someone that is like, Dear Olexa, we love the Wheel of Isaac. Here's a game that we made in Scratch. I hope you play it. And then you take a look at it, and it looks like a 4-year-old drew it. I also get those. But the one thing that I get a lot is just check out this roguelite we made. And it's just the standard Isaac model for a roguelite. And there's nothing new. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing unique that changes things. So we can't take Dogtooth. That's why I'm skipping right past it. With the setup that we have, where we are doing the of Isaac, we cannot take more than 2 items, and we have taken our 2. Now I am gonna say, damage output right now is a little low. It's a little low, and it's hurting me a little bit on this run. I'm hoping we can find some upgrades that crank this up and get things to be a little bit better for us going forward. That plays a bomb. I really should not use this because we could just get kamikaze and die as the lost. And that'd be a new low even for me in a Isaac video, but that's okay. But what roguelites do in this day and age in society, roguelites are a very, very oversaturated market. There are so many Isaac-like clones out there at this point. And the thing is, there's even starting to be a lot of Slay the Spire clones out there. And there's reasons for that, right? When games are good, people like to make them because developers think that they're going to hit it big by making something that a ton of people are interested in buying. So you make a clone of a game like Isaac, and I say clone lightly, right? You make a game that follows the same dungeon crawler combination, but you add your own little tweaks here. But, you know, you run into a lot of games where, like, we have over 200 items in the game, and, you know, like 6 of the items are just reskins of the same item kind of thing. There's always a lot of that when it comes to roguelites, but every once in a while, a good one slips through that does some original things. And Hades is original in the fact that you have that new kind of art style. I don't want to call it top-down because it's not top-down. It's like this 45-degree angle that the game sits at. But then you have a great theme with the Greek gods, and then you have the ways of getting upgrades, the unique weapons. It's unlike other roguelites that I've played recently. And it's done really, really well, which makes that game pretty unique and enjoyable for me to check out because it's not the same it's not the same roguelite formula that's been done time and time again. It's something new, and that's why I think that the Hades as a whole is actually going to have a lot of success once people start to know more about it, because the game is already very polished and very well made. So if that's not convincing enough for you to check out Hades, then I don't know what is, right? I don't know what is. But it's a very fun game. I'm not saying it's the next Binding of Isaac, because I don't think it is. I still think that, you know, a game like Isaac, you're talking generational games, right? And I have a video coming soon that I'll end up talking a little bit more about this in terms of where I would possibly rank various roguelites, if that gives you an indication of the kind of video that will be coming soon, right? But Isaac is a generational game. When you have a new game, and I go, it's really fun, and somebody goes, yeah, was it as fun as Isaac? I'm like, see, you can't do that, because that's not how this industry works. That's like saying, you know, the Cleveland Cavaliers get a great new point guard in Colin Sexton, and everybody goes, yeah, but is he Kyrie Irving? And it's like, well, no, he's not Kyrie Irving, a generational talent in the NBA, but he's still a good player, and we enjoy him and have a good time. Or how about this? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out, and everybody goes, oh my god, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's the best Smash game ever. Does that mean that Smash Melee is all of a sudden terrible? No, it just means that, I hate you. Okay, I see how this is today. This is also a very strange run, and I don't know what to think about it. We have Pop again, which is very weird. That run was not very good, by the way, in case you didn't pick up on that. But what I'm saying is, you're allowed to have games that are not, you know, the greatest game you've ever played, and you're allowed to, like, still enjoy them as being good games, even if they aren't the best game you've ever played. I think that Hades falls under that tier. It's a game that you can pour a good, like, 30 hours into that game and enjoy every second of it, and at the end go, okay, and now I want to play some Isaac, because, you know, I enjoy the Binding of Isaac, or, oh, now I want to play some Gungeon, because some games are just better than others. I don't think that Hades is better than some of the best roguelites ever, you know? Like, you're basically competing against the best of the best, and that's unfair to put a new game that isn't even finished through that. But you get what I'm saying, right? I don't need to explain this any further. I will possibly re-roll this run, but the issue with re-rolling the run is it will re-roll Holy Mantle. And I mean, this run also just seems really fun and good. It's a Pop Jacob's Ladder, and my tears are squirmy, and I don't understand why they're squirmy, but it's unique, right? So I don't think we have a good reason to re-roll. And, of course, we still have, you know, 2 more item rooms that we can do, or a boss room that we can do. Boss item that we can do. If we get, like, a pretty big damage up somewhere, and that could be a Devil Deal, Small Rock, like a Magic Mush from the boss room here, then I think we are going to be into the realm of Unstoppable, which is a good realm to be in. We're dead again, dude. Okay, this, for all the luck we had in Hades, we are struggling on this one. Dude, that gave us 8 items. Give me another 3. It's unfair. Give me another 1, because you're not actually giving me 11. You just keep on changing the active item, dude. You're changing the active item. There we go. Okay. This is not better than before. What the hell? What kind of secret room is this, dude? That's pretty whack. It is an XL floor, so that I suppose makes some sense. 8 rate of fire, tiny planet, 4 damage. Obviously, this is unique and strange. Apparently, we're just gonna do like 18 lost runs today, and see where life takes us. I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea for us. I could also go, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Just because we're sitting on a little bit of a weird one today. And we're about at time for the video. Let's see how far I can get playing OG Lost No Holy Mantle, dude. Let's see if we can get some fun times going. And I think we absolutely can. This run is actually very strong right now. It's a sinus infection. Sinus infection, Monstro's Lung, which is pretty good. Now keep in mind, I am also not taking items on this run, which is a scary place to be, and that's definitely not an item that we want. Show me the money. Oh my lord, dude. Okay. This run has a chance. This run has a chance, and thus I'm going to go back and I'm actually going to take a peek at the other item rooms here. But this is strong. Very strong in its current state. Do not re-roll this one. Oh my god, it's actually like full-on annihilation levels of strong. 7 damage, Monstro's Lung. Sad Onion is pretty good as another item room item. The ability for us to recharge our Monstro's Lung just a little bit quicker is very good. It's making for an interesting one today. That's for damn certain. We'll head on down. Seeing what we could do 30 minutes into the video, right? Seeing where we could go with things. Show me the money. It's the devil. It's the world. Oh, that was tight. And I don't mean it like the kids these days. Ooh, that's tight, you know? That was tight as in we were gonna die if I moved the wrong direction. Aye. Very afraid everywhere we step. This is how OG Lost felt, dude. Is being afraid at every freaking step that you take. So we will be able to sneak into the secret room here. Show me the money. It's okay money. Not the best money, but it's okay money. Small rock? Not small rock, but we get ourselves another bomb and more keys out of it. Thank you. Probably should use the key to go into the item room just for obvious reasoning. Oh, hey, okay. Don't do that to me ever again. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so there's our 2 item room items that we have now taken on this run. Aren't you glad that I died twice, though? Because this is something. I mean, we have a legitimate chance to win a Holy Mantle free Isaac run today. Which is, it's always an interesting experience when you can do that. Devil deal? No devil deal. Continue on. Continue on and let things keep on being freaking weird, dude. No thank you. Is what I should have said. I should be recording other videos to actually fit the schedule of the channel, but I'm stupid. Let's make the Minesweeping of Isaac tomorrow. Okay. We don't need the... That was tight. All these rooms with exploding dudes is just... It's 4 less years off of my life, is what it boils down to. Mucormycosis, underrated on this run, dude. It's actually, like, single-handedly killing a lot of enemies for us. But, nobody likes the little utility items in the game. They want the big guns. And to be fair, I do like the big guns, too. Beautiful life. Devil Deal contains more damage... And that's good enough for me. Now, I don't actually know if it's going to do more damage. It did kill our tier rate. I don't know if they have to be cleavers for them to do more damage. I would assume they don't, right? It super killed the rate of fire, though. So possibly a bad play. But we're going to bank on it hopefully not being a bad play. Will I pop all of the pills? Of course I will pop all the pills, because I'm not a little baby. And they were all basically health upgrades, which is borderline useless. And by borderline useless, I mean they are completely useless to me. This is going to be like the fastest Isaac run you've seen in a while if we win. I mean, we're 5 minutes in. We're on the depth 1, which is pretty damn good. And this is looking like it's going to take us. Okay, it did not take us where I expected it to. I thought maybe, just maybe, it would take us to the boss room, but now I'm going to bank on boss room being down on this one. It's looking like it's going to kind of go sideways as we snake through the level's core, looking for the mystical beast to bring us triumph and joy in these trying times. Also known as really just looking for the exit so I can yeet the skeet on out of here. But that's life, right? Good stuff. The true joke would be if we still had Holy Mantle on this run. I don't believe we do. No, we definitely don't, okay? So I am definitely in one shot and we dead territory. So play as cautiously as you've ever needed to, right? I don't know why. We have Brooklyn accent at the end of that, right? Brittle bones. Completely worthless for us. So don't even worry about it. Our Maw of the Void actually charges faster than our Tech X does, which is an interesting situation to be in. These ghosts are really annoying and I hate them. It's another room that is very annoying. I love when everything just freaking dies in rooms and I don't have to do crap. That's mucormycosis, by the way. Fantastic anti-birth item that is in Community Remix, the mod. So, very, very lovely. I'm not going to re-roll the run, so I might as well do Guppy's head here. And it puts us one step closer to Guppy. Not that I expect us to get Guppy on this run, but could be sick if we do get Guppy on this run. Small Rock, still patiently waiting for it. Still have not gotten it, but maybe someday, right? Here's Mama. My mama said, your mama said, but do you say it don't? Because I got news for you. You're gonna get a Batten Incubus in Spirit of the Night. Oh my god, Ipecac is so crazy good, dude. It's so crazy good. It's just a nice flat +4 damage on an already insane run. Okay. Boss rush is gonna go quick, so don't fret too much about it. We do have to be cautious about like the bloat coming in here, which is why I think that holding top ground in here is the better way to do things. We do just have to be careful. Some enemies end up spawning above us. So you want to be like right here. Yeah, like this is one of the rooms that, one of the waves. You want to be a little bit cautious. Same with this guy. Don't want to die to him. One already dead. You can see the damage output is about as good as you could hope for. Oh, that was a little close. Okay, that's already done. That did not seem like as many enemies as it normally is, but sure. I don't care, dude. Wait, whatever makes you sleep well at night, right? So, onto the womb. Still have... you know what? You knew it was going to happen. Fun run, though. That's going to do it for the Hadesing of Isaac. Once again, go check out Hades. Really great game. Go check out Isaac. Really great game. I'll catch you guys later with another of Isaac here coming soon. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye.